Antoine, go ahead and share your gel testimony.
Thank you. Sorry, I couldn't, for whatever reason, I couldn't hear anybody for a minute. So it's 2 minutes.
No problem. And also just just share a little bit like where you're from and then how long you've been on the gel. And
okay. Perfect. I am I'm originally from Michigan, but I'm in Salt Lake City. So it's kind of fun to be able to every once in a while drive past the corporate office when I'm down there. But I have been on the gel for 21 months, which it kind of blows my mind because it doesn't feel like it's been that long, but I was counting it the other day and I went, holy moly, it's been that long. And my friend Rudy Vadeveld, who I know a lot of people know, but he's the one that got me introduced to the gel. And he, I was introduced to it because I'm a single mom, and he was looking at it as a financial perspective for me to possibly just grow financially. But then what he also didn't know is that I've been a therapist for 19 years, I'm a massage therapist for 19 years, and my back actually went out on me. And so I was like, this couldn't have come at the more perfect time. I had L5-S1 herniation and bulge disc. And so I was flat on my back, couldn't walk, had the whole plantar fasciitis feeling in my feet. And I had to stop massaging for quite a while. And then, so it was February 2019 that I started on the gel. And like the third night on the gel, I had crazy dreams. I joked about aliens. I was like, Rudy, I'm not so sure about this whole thing. Like, if those are the kind of dreams I'm going to be having, we might need to talk about this. But then I just noticed, like, as the weeks went on, I was able to just handle and manage my stress as a single mom so much better. And then it was probably, I think, May that I started slightly massaging again, because my back, the discomfort in my back had just started dissipating, and I had like this energy. So I think probably after 6 months, I noticed that I just didn't have that back issue at all. Every once in a while, just because it is a herniation, it still kicks up once in a while, but I don't have that discomfort anymore that I had. That had me flat on my back on the floor with my feet up all the time. So I also had, being a therapist, I had like this trigger finger in my right hand. So I wake up and my hand would literally be like this, and it would take me about half hour to just work that out. But then it would cause so much pain all up my arm. And it's funny because I'm back to massaging now, pretty much full time. But the people that see me now are like, wait, you're back? You're massaging? And they're like, well, what about your hand? Didn't you have surgery? And I said, no, I have the gel. So it's been really fun because I've been able to tell a lot of my clients about the gel, even though technically we're not supposed to sell anything. But it's an easy way to just kind of segue into conversation when they're coming to me for pains and aches and discomforts, and being able to use that. I'm also going to start applying it to my son to see, because he is on the spectrum slightly, and I've been told that might be a good idea to even try with him. Mm-hmm. But yeah, just overall, like, I've gone through a lot of stress, especially like COVID. Everyone's gone through stress, but I've gone through some major health issues these last 7-8 months. I've had heart surgery and ended up having an emergency hysterectomy. But through all of that, my mom was like, I don't know how you're handling all of this, except that I'm going to say it's the gel that you're on, because you've never been more calm in your life. I used to describe myself as a blowfish during that time of month. Like, you just poke off and you're like, don't talk to me, don't touch me, don't look at me. But now it's like, I could care less. And I'm actually going through some, custody issues, and it's just high stress situation. And it's amazing that I can just go throughout my day and I'm not worried, I'm calm. And the Neuravi has just knocked it out of the park for me in the last 3 weeks. I have found so much energy with that, and even deeper sense of calmness with the Neuravi. And I get sad when I don't get to take it on Saturday and Sunday. I was actually telling Kelly today, I was like, I look forward to Monday morning because then I can drink my Neuravi. But it really is amazing. I love, and I'm so grateful for it because it's just being able to have that better mood all the time, especially with a busy 7.5-year-old. It's
Mhm.
it's amazing. So I'm very grateful.
Awesome. Thank you
Thank you.
so much for sharing that. And you comfortable with any of them reaching out to you, any of the ladies reaching out to you to get a little bit more about your testimony or reaching out to you?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure I missed a lot of benefits that I've experienced because you just kind of forget. You remember, but then you forget as you talk about it. So I
Right.
remember. Well, yeah.
Of course.
Absolutely.
I see so many like people sharing like that it's been like their 2-year anniversary on the gel, and it's just amazing how we're almost 3 years old, and I'm sure we have so many remarkable testimonies with people that have been on it for that long. And you know, your testimony, and I mean, just I can't even imagine what it's going to be like for you a couple of years from now on the gel and on the NeuroV, and just seeing like the long-term effects and what it's going to do for all of you guys. You know, I just can't wait to see that. So thank you again so much, Tom, for sharing your testimony. You did an awesome job.
Thank you.
Okay, so Jennifer, do you want to go by Jen or Jennifer?
Either one.
Okay.
By Jenny, but I'll do
Jenny.
Jen.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna have her share. Everybody, I think you might remember, she was one of them that came out to DOT convention and spoke on the panel, and she also was using the NeuroV, and she's been on the gel. So I just asked her, you know, she's always such an amazing light when I see her pop up on Facebook and everything. So I asked her to come on and share something that's encouraging to you guys, a tip, you know, just to kind of get her out there and put her on the spotlight a little bit. So Jenny, go ahead and take it away.
Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. My name is Jennifer Mangum, and I was like, okay, I'll talk tonight, Catherine. But so for me right now, and I think this topic, and it's going to be short and sweet, but I think everyone could probably resonate with me right now about distractions. I have been extremely distracted lately with everything going on in this beautiful world that we live in. And I, want to stress, don't let the distractions derail you from your process, your daily process. And I've got some notes here, so excuse me while I kind of move on here. And this is something that I have personally been struggling with, like, since March. So you are always one decision from a totally different life. So don't let what's going on in the world today distract you from your purpose and your why. I have to remind myself every single morning what my why is, so that I don't let all of the outside noise get in the way of what is really important to me. And there are a couple things that I try to do, and it doesn't always work because I'm not perfect, and I have my days where I just want to crawl in the bed and pull the covers up and just say, call me tomorrow when, this is all over. But, for me, I've got a college graduate or a college freshman, which graduation was different this in 2020. I've got a sophomore in high school, and she's 2 days a week and 2 days at home. So that's different. And then I've got a 6-year-old who started kindergarten, who I homeschool. So, and I've never homeschooled before. I've never been one of those parents that wanted to homeschool. I was always like dropping my children off at school and peace out. I'll see you at 2:30 or 3:30. I need my time, right? So this for me, my whole life was, a 180-degree change. And so I've been trying to manage all of these feelings of having, you know, my 18-year-old gone, and anyway, all the life things happening. So what I try to do, and it doesn't always work, but the things that I have found that work for me, like today, I teach class 2 days a week, fitness classes, and thank the Lord for these people that are waiting for me at the wellness center at the hospital, because if it wasn't for them, I would not be exercising like I should be, because there are always so many reasons why we shouldn't. There's, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this, and you kind of put yourself on the back burner. But I'm here to tell you that don't put yourself on the back burner, especially right now with everything that's going on. You know, make yourself a priority. You know, get your exercise every day. It will totally change your mindset. I went in at 4:30 to the gym and walked out of there at 5:30 with a whole new outlook on life. So as hard as it is, you know, get your daily exercise. This is about, my topic today is about minimizing the distractions and being strong enough to overcome what's coming at you, right? So get your exercise every day, even if it's just inhale, exhale, stretch, 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 okay? Just get your body moving. It changes those endorphins. I'm playing outside basketball with my son, you know, throwing the football. It doesn't have to be in a gym setting. It can be anything, okay? Get your exercise every day. Drink enough water every day. Use your gel. Use your NeuroV. Use your AM and PM. You know, use your ketogen or keto KG4, right? Use your products, guys. It makes a difference. You might not think it is, but it really is making a difference. Again, make a habit, a daily habit of movement and exercise, no matter how mentally exhausted you are. Move your body. Take time for basic self-care. You know, take care of yourself. Shave your legs, scrub your face, put on makeup. I'm homeschooling, right? Get up and put makeup on every day. Get dressed. Feel, you know, whatever makes you feel good, right? It doesn't have to be putting on makeup, but whatever makes you feel good. You know, get out in the nature, walk around, but it's just really important right now with everything that's going on in the world. Take care of yourself so that you can be on target and ready to go for your business, right? For your family. Do your meditation every morning. I get up in the morning and I'm like, okay, this is my mindset for the day. I'm going to stay away from whatever's popping up on my news feed, you know, with all the stuff that's going on with COVID and politically and all that stuff. Just do not get distracted with all of that outside noise, right? Stay focused. Spend time with your family, right? I love my family dearly, but I'm always like, I need a break. But I never really, it's your family, that is like your heartbeat, right? So spend time with your family as much as possible. I used to, again, like I said, I'm like ready for my children to go to school. I need a break. But now that's like my lifeline, right? Use your affirmations, daily affirmations. Always think positive. You know, I saw a shooting star tonight. We were looking for something, I forget what it is, something with the space. I can't remember what it was. My husband's like, oh, the space, something was flying out in the sky that we had to catch. That was like southwest. We had to catch the space station. That's what it was. It was the space station. And we saw the space station tonight. But at the same time, I saw a shooting star, you know, and I'm like, oh my gosh, God is speaking to me, you know. But just practice your mindful eating. All this stuff comes together, right? You have to take care of yourself in times of all these distractions. And it's about your mindset. It's about fueling your body. It's about moving your body. It's about feeding your mind with positive, you know, thoughts. What else have I missed? No negative. And create a hobby. I mean, if you have time for a hobby, right now I don't have time for a hobby. And just don't let all of these outside distractions keep you from staying on track with your business, right? And Annette is probably on here tonight. I think I saw her. We had a conversation today, and, you know, she's in the middle of a move. And then we have all the distractions with COVID and wonder what's going to happen when we set into winter and all this other stuff. And, you know, she and I, we're talking about staying focused. And I don't know, am I making sense, you guys?
Yes.
Is everyone resonating with me?
Totally. You're totally making sense. Love it.
It's so easy to get wrapped up in the news and the news articles that are coming up and all the things. And it derails you from, you know, what your daily regiment is. It gets you off track, you know? So just remember, stay focused, treat your body with respect, feed it right. Don't use, you know, COVID and all this other stuff as a distraction for, oh, well, I'm stressed out, so I'm going to eat, you know, a bag of Reese cups or whatever, you know, because that eventually keeps you from that bleeds into your business. It bleeds into who you are. It bleeds into, you know, how you respond and your energy that you're putting out. So, you know, take care of your body, eat right, be physical, stay away from the negativity, and remember your why. And I have to tell myself that every day. That's kind of where I'm at right now. So that's kind of what I've been working on, because I'm not perfect, and I struggle with it, you know, here and there, but that's kind of what's been speaking to me lately, Catherine.
Jennifer, that is so amazing that you actually shared that, because it's funny how what you're talking about is like taking a hold of your power, the power that you have, the power that you can control your outcome, the power you can control your daily, you know, scheduling, the power that you have for yourself, your mind, everything like that. So, and I didn't even know what you were going to like talk on and share, and your tips that you were going to share tonight. But it's so interesting, because one of the things that I have been working on, some of the things that I shared with you guys last week, was like the power of the mind, the power of your purpose, the power of everything. So it's amazing how we're kind of almost creating like a story right now for all of you guys of, you know, you can really take control of, you know, your distractions. You have the power to control your distractions. You have the power to control, you know, what you're doing on a daily basis, your self-talk, your self-love, all these different things. You as women have the power of that. So it's amazing how you touched on all that when it's something that, like, you know, I've been working on myself, sharing with you guys and encouraging you guys to really take a hold of that mindset and the power of what you're doing on a daily basis. Because that is the key to your business, to success in your life, for yourself, for self-love, success for your family, success for everything that you do, is the power. So thank you so much for sharing that. So it kind of got me fired up now. So I'm just going to share a few things. I don't want to take away from you, Jennifer, but that just like fired me up because you're just an amazing woman. Just really, I can just tell that you were just totally like on it tonight. Your energy and your vibe tonight was just so on track, because so one of the things that I was just sitting and just reflecting on today was that we have the power. And I started asking myself, am I just sleepwalking through life, or am I listening to life? Am I listening? Am I listening to the life whispers, right? Am I listening to the life whispers that are like whispers that are coming at me? Or am I not listening to the point where I just get a huge whack on the side of my head? Like, that was a moment for you to listen. That was a moment for you to hear. So we have the power. And I started thinking about, wow, like, we have people that come into our lives that are good and bad, right? Good moments, bad moments. And we have the power to decide on how we are going to allow that individual, depending if it was a good experience or a bad experience, to either empower us or take away from us. And I started thinking about that. And, one of the things that we are always taught, and always told, even nowadays, more today than ever, right? That we are independent. Like, we don't need anybody. We can do things on our own. I'm going to grow on my own. I'm an independent woman. And I started thinking about it, and I started reflecting back on just my life, even in the past, like, couple of years and stuff. And I've realized that I've grown more and I say that, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to like explain it. I've grown more depending on human beings, depending on my partner, depending on my significant other, Alexi. It's interesting because I sat there and thought about it. It's because you grow when you're challenged to listen to those whispers in life, to how to react to the outcome. You grow when you're put in a situation of how another human being may respond or react, and you have the power to start to create another way of thinking for a better outcome. So we think that we can only do so much on our own in life, until you have to learn and grow through human beings around you, allowing that person, the way that they handle life, the way that they're saying things to you, to teach you how to grow for a better, different outcome. So just for an example, like, I know in my heart and my mind and just through life that, like, I am challenged every day, and I want myself to be challenged every day to be a better person, to grow to a different level of the way that I respond or react based off of maybe how, my family responds to me, my significant other responds to me, however it may be. I have the power to make a better situation of the outcome, which is allowing human beings to help you create another level of growth. So we have the power to handle how we talk to human beings, how we, react with human beings. We have the power to grow through anger and pain, rather letting your anger and pain dictate your outcome, and just, responding like on the cuff, and how, you want to respond as a human being. We all have those moments, but allowing the anger and pain to mold you and grow you, okay? And especially as females, like, we're constantly, right, knowing, I think it's ingrained in us, being that nurturing type of human being, that we're ingrained to kind of shift the situation, right? With your kids, with your family members, like, you have to kind of shift that situation, whether there be a conflict between two kids, right? You have to shift that, and a lot of times we forget to even do that for ourselves, in our own situation. We're allowed to get angry, we're allowed to have pain, but how do you use that? You have the power to dictate how your pain and your anger is going to affect your outcome. They always say, like, turn your pain into, into purpose, turn your pain into power. You can do that, and you have the power to do that. So I've just been reflecting on that, the last couple of days, and looking back, and here's a way to kind of like, I would do this as an example, because I started doing it. Write down all of the things in your past. Write everything down, all of the different scenarios that you remember being such a big impact in your life, good or bad, but really write down those key points of where you said, I wish I had done this, or I wish I didn't do this, or I wish write down the pain factors for a minute, and not to sit on them and just manifest on them, but to help you say and see in that moment, did I hear a nudge? Did I hear a whisper? Or did I not? And I guarantee that a lot of the things that you reflect back on that you had wished there was a different outcome in your life, you will realize and remember, yeah, actually I did have that moment where I was kind of getting a tug, you know, a gut feeling or a tug or something, you know, kind of speaking to me, you know, inside me, not to do that or make a better decision. And that is the whispers of life. That is your power. That is your moment where you get to dictate how you're going to have the outcome in a different way. And you'll recognize, and as you recognize that moving forward, you will be able to start to learn those moments where, oh, I better bite my tongue right now. Oh, I better not say that right now. Or wait a minute, let me stop. Let me ask myself, what's a better way to handle the situation? So, because we have the power on everything that we do, on every decision we make, every person we have in our life, every business opportunity that we have the power. We have the power to change good into bad in every moment. So I just got fired up because Jenny just was hitting on such a key point right there about just, you know, our distractions, our mindset, things to do, self-talk, self-love, all these different things. And that is the true key to you guys, you ladies, having that success in your life. And when I say success, I'm not just saying success in your business. I'm saying success in your overall life in every area, because you're, like we always talk about, your business isn't going to flourish unless you can kind of grab a hold and hone in on that power that's within inside of you guys. And us ladies, we have that extra power. I like to say it is an extra power that God's placed inside of us because we are nurturers. You know, we take things to heart. You know, we have to learn to like multitask and multi-manage, you know, a marriage, a relationship, children, the home, business. Like we are able and capable of doing it all. And I'm not saying that men can't, but we have that extra oomph that God gave us to really, really push through and multitask and manage all these different departments, but we have the power to the outcome of our own self. So I just wanted to share that. I just got fired about that. So, so what I wanted to do is I asked, he has no idea, but I wanted to, what are you doing, babe?
Working.
You guys should see him with his glasses on. He's so cute. So since we don't get men on here at all, except for Alexi's probably been the only man on these calls, which is awesome. He has no idea what I want to ask him, but I just wanted to get a point of view from a man to you guys, to you ladies. You ready? You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Come sit down.
Okay.
So they can see your lovely hunk of handsome face.
Oh my God.
Can we call him Babe too? Just kidding.
I'll call you home, babe. So, in a good way.
Only on this call, okay?
Okay. Oh, promise, never in person.
So just coming from a man's perspective, and not necessarily for MLM, but what advice can you give these ladies that you know and say over and over and over again, like that they have such a powerful influence in this industry, but just, as human beings, your respect for your mother that I see all the time, your respect for me that you, but what's one tip or encouragement that you can share with these ladies as ladies in the business world that they can take away to fire them up to be successful in their business, coming from a man's perspective? And
This is actually a very easy question. It's even though it's easy, I can literally speak about it for hours. So it's so simple and so basic because it all starts with a woman, or I don't know how you want to look at it. I mean, for me, it started with my mom, and she inspired me in everything she did, from her demeanor to her care to just the way she addressed everything she faced in life. You know, from the difficulties, the goods, the bads, the uglies, all the way from the beginning until now. So this is just one. This is for me personally, but it's not necessarily your mom. It could be anybody that actually inspires you in a way of how they deal with things. And usually, believe it or not, uh, it's a true statement. So I don't know. I know it's sometimes it comes in a song, but behind every great man, there's a woman. They say there won't be a great man if it wasn't for a woman, because they won't be born, right? So the strength that you ladies have, to be able to bring, you know, a man or another woman to life is just, it's just, you can't speak enough to that, first of all. So I thank all womankind on the planet for that. But what you endure, to deal with both sexes, and all the moderation of all the hormones, to be able to be a nurturer, which is something that most men can't really handle. It's such a difficult task, and you always see the bright smile, you know, and you always, for me personally, I feed off of those testimonials, for example, but they're not always only product testimonials or money success stories, right? I don't know if this lady's actually on this call today. I'm not going to say her name, but
Yeah, I don't
but it
know.
starts with an S. So and then the second letter is A. She's probably not here. Don't look. But anyways, I got an actual messenger from this amazing woman on everything she went through from the beginning of the COVID, how she got laid off, and everything that happened to her business and personal, and how she still sees things in a positive way, and she's focused and determined on positivity and growing her business, focusing on herself and not being dependent on what people put her through, instead of taking ownership of her life and deciding that, hey, you know what? I put together a family. I can do this. Okay. This is just work and organizing papers and numbers and people in my life. I gave life to human beings. This is just a business. I can do that. You know, it's all about putting your things in order, and it's all about, you know what, when you know the things are down, put yourself down, and you'll start looking up from that point. And I know, as the driver of any industry on this planet is, or you ladies, you drive the industry, you drive the economy, you drive men to do what they want to do. You are the energy behind us. You are the reason why we continue to propel or regress. Okay, so it's not always good, but you got to be realistic and face both, right? We depend on you to continue to be happy and complete, right? And the statement is true: behind a man, there's a woman, and every way you look at it, great or not great. So whether it's a song again, or it's actually a fact and it's a true statement. So I think you guys should always celebrate the power that you have. No need to brag. Okay. So there's enough women's groups. There's not enough men's groups. We're the one that needs encouragement. Okay. But you guys should really, really celebrate the power that you guys have been given, over yourselves and over all the men on this planet. so cherish it and use it properly, and always look up no matter where you're at. And that's it. If anything, I mean, just a word of for me, like a few people ask me, like, how do you see things in a positive way? What happens when you're stuck in a dark tunnel, and how do you deal with it? Just put on some dirty clothes and go out and walk in the rain, right? And just get dirty, walk in the mud, and or just go walk in the forest without anybody around, right? Until you feel a little bit more miserable, and then come back and you'll see how happy you are when you get back. It's just something that's so simple like this makes you realize and appreciate what you had 5 minutes ago, right? Or 20 minutes ago. Put yourself through something worse and you'll realize how good you are in the place that you're at now. And always remember there's something and somebody always needs you out there, and you can always help somebody. There's always somebody doing a lot worse than where we're at. So always count the blessings is basically what I'm trying to say.
And then like okay, so, before we end it, putting aside New Life right now and you being New Life CEO, before New Life, okay, what is something like if a woman was talking to you and really wanted to just thrive in her business and, step up and really be that business, owner, businesswoman, what would be one tip or of quality of traits that you would really tell her to go work on, become better at, being an entrepreneur, being in business, what is something that you would say you need to just really hone in and work on this?
One thing only.
Well, however many you want.
One thing is confidence. That's the first thing I would want to see in a person, and that's the first thing you see in a person that's already has done it, or somebody that's failed so many times. And you know what? Failure is success. There's literally no difference between these two. It's just you fail, and you succeed, or you succeed, then you fail. It's all luck, right? It's literally luck. As long as you keep trying.
Right.
So confidence. And the confidence will give you the right and the strength to keep trying. So you don't know what's the difference between failure and success until you eat them both so many times, right? So just have the confidence to fail and enjoy the failure, because now you learned a huge lesson of what not to do the second time or the third time, right? And then be humble when you have success, because it's not so important, because it took a lot of failures to get to that point. So be humble when you're succeeding as well. But what allows you to celebrate bad, good, success, failure in the proper way is just confidence. So if you're confident in what you want, and you put your head to it, and you'll be able to achieve it. So that's the first one. If you ask me, choose one, that'd be the one.
And that goes into now your business, right? As you were saying, confidence. Like people can smell that off of you, or they can't smell it. They know they can smell it through social media. If you don't have the confidence on your product, on the company, on yourself, they smell that off of you. So, that is so valuable that he shares that, because I wasn't even asking him, what's a tip for growing your network marketing business? I just asked him, like, what is a tip as a businesswoman? You treat your network marketing business as a business, right? It's not just a hobby. It's your business if you really want success. And it's funny how he says confidence, because we, share all the time, have the confidence when you're going to share your product, share your company, who you are, brand yourself with confidence. So that's awesome that you shared that.
Let me add something a little to that. So confidence comes with a lot of things behind it, right? When you say confident, that means you will have to be confident to own it when things are bad as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so you can't just be confident to share the good things. You got to share the bad things. So when somebody points their finger and say, you failed. Yeah, I failed. That's what I'm here now. And that's why I'm sure I'm not going to fail so many more times, because I have already failed 50. Okay. So the 51st is going to be good. So own it regardless. Just be confident. When you're on that road, you're on that road. So nobody can stop you. So if anybody try to put you down, your confidence can crush this. And one tiny tip, the only thing that can make your confidence work is integrity. Okay. The only thing that makes me sleep at night is the fact that I know that I did my best to everybody that I owe something to, like all of you guys, right? So no matter how good or how bad I am, I know I can't sleep until I've done the best that I can to everybody out there. When I'm any one of my businesses, right? I know, okay, I'm gonna do everything to my full potential, to my full capability, knowing at the best of my heart that I've done the best that I can towards this person or this group or this people, right? And that gives me even more confidence to be able to push forward, because I know I did my best. So if you have the right mindset and the right mentality and the good reasoning behind it, which, hey, you want the best for your fellow people, there's no reason you shouldn't have the confidence to move forward and prescribe, suggest, sell, buy, ride, fly, whatever you want to do, right? just have that core behind you, and that's it.
Love it. Awesome. Like, and I'll just end with this. I had shared before on one of the earlier ladies calls, probably months ago now, that vulnerability gives you power. Vulnerability is stronger than people think. It's not weakness. It's strong, and that comes with sharing your failures too, right? Not just the goods, but the bads. You actually create more relationships, more friendships, more business partnerships when you're sharing the real you, everything from the ups and downs. And that's what brings out the confidence as well. Because who said it? Liz today. I loved what she said today. And she's not on this call tonight. She's with her family. But she was sharing that she realized that her being vulnerable and her being real and sharing the different outcomes that she's been having in life through network marketing, whatever she's been going through, she has created more healthy, loving friendships and grow her business a lot faster by being vulnerable, being confident in the vulnerability, and being confident in sharing the down moments more than she's ever had, and sharing just the happy moments or faking it, and just showing stuff that looked okay, looked happy. So I just want to encourage you guys, encourage you ladies again. It's so funny how we keep coming back around to this, being vulnerable, having the power, taking control of your mind, because that is what's going to flourish this business that you guys are creating. I love all these comments that people are sharing, but that's all we have tonight. We've gone way past our normal time, but it was really good. And I thank you, Abe, so much for sharing. It was really good.
Sure. Thanks for having me, ladies. I feel so
Hey,
special.
Catherine, Alex.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Can we
Lexi.
congratulate Lainey? She became a promoter last night.
Oh, that's right. Congratulations. Her right up there.
Congratulations.
She's
man.
Congratulations.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's new to
Wow.
the business. Yeah, but
Congrats and
she's
welcome to the family.
been on all the
Yep.
calls. She hasn't missed anything.
Oh, wow.
She's been really focused. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And
Yeah.
she's closing in on U5 too.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
Congrats.
Which, congratulations, some of you ladies are on this. Like, I have been seeing that the U5 qualified list has been late. You guys have been taking that over. Like, it's amazing. So I see Doris right there, and saw you guys this past weekend. Hey. Anyway, what was the last thing you were saying before they jumped on?
I said,
that you were
be
there.
playful and have fun sometimes. Don't make everything so serious.
Yeah.
Life is short. Enjoy it no matter what you do.
We are very playful around here, so. All right, guys. All right, ladies, I will see you. We will probably try to do something next week. I know it's Thanksgiving week, but I'll probably hop on and just do like a Facebook Live just to stay connected with you guys. But I appreciate all of you guys so much, and we will see you.
Thank you, Alexi.
Thank you, everybody.
Good
And Catherine.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.